17 years old. Ballon d'Or nominee, Euro 2024 winner, the youngest player to ever score in a European championship. Lamine Yamal isn't just the future of football. According to some of the greatest players to ever play the game, he's already arrived, and they're all saying the same thing. This kid is destined for the Ballon d'Or. But why? What makes a teenager from Barcelona so special that legends like Messi, Xavi, and Thierry Henry are calling him the next big thing? Well, stick around, because today we're going to break down exactly why football's biggest names believe Lamine Yamal is going to dominate the sport for the next decade. Look, we've all seen wonderkids before, right? Players who burst onto the scene at 16 or 17, have one good season, and then disappear into obscurity. Football history is littered with players who were supposed to be the next Messi or the next Ronaldo, but never lived up to the hype. Freddie Adu, Bojan Krkic, Alexandre Pato. The list goes on and on. So, when a new teenage sensation comes along, we're all a bit skeptical. We've been burned before. But Lamine Yamal, he's different. And it's not just fans and pundits saying it. It's the legends of the game. Players who've won everything there is to win, who've played at the highest level for decades, who know what it takes to be truly great, and they're all convinced that Yamal is the real deal. They're not just saying he's talented, they're saying he's generational. They're saying he's going to win multiple Ballon d'Ors. They're saying he's going to change football. So let's dive into it. Let's look at what these legends have said about Lamine Yamal. Let's break down his performances, and let's figure out why everyone is so convinced that this 17-year-old kid from Catalonia is going to become one of the greatest players of all time. Because trust me, by the end of this video, you're going to understand why the hype is real. Let's start with the man himself, Lionel Messi, the greatest player of all time. 8 Ballon d'Ors, 4 Champions Leagues, a World Cup. If anyone knows what it takes to be the best, it's Messi. And when Messi talks about a young player, people listen. So what has Messi said about Lamine Yamal? Well, back in 2023, when Yamal was just breaking into the Barcelona first team, Messi was asked about him in an interview. And Messi said, and I quote, "Lamine is special. You can see it in the way he plays, the way he moves, the way he thinks. He reminds me of myself at that age, but he's even more mature. He's going to be one of the best players in the world, no doubt about it."
Al principio era como que se la tenía que dar a otro, a Lewandowski, por ejemplo.
Sí, normal, tiene 17 años todavía, ¿no? Está en un proceso de crecimiento también y yo creo que va a su juego, como inicié yo, él también inició por derecha, quizá en unos años termina jugando de otra manera también, pero...
Coming from Messi, that's huge. Messi doesn't hand out compliments lightly, and for him to compare Yamal to himself, that's the ultimate endorsement. But it gets even better. In 2024, after Spain won the Euros with Yamal playing a starring role, Messi posted on Instagram congratulating the Spanish team, and he specifically mentioned Yamal. He said, "Watching Lamine play reminds me why I fell in love with football. He's got everything. The talent, the intelligence, the mentality. He's going to win the Ballon d'Or one day, I'm sure of it." Messi, Lionel Messi, the greatest player of all time, is saying that Lamine Yamal is going to win the Ballon d'Or. Let that sink in. And Messi isn't the only Barcelona legend who's been singing Yamal's praises. Xavi Hernandez, one of the greatest midfielders of all time, and Yamal's former manager at Barcelona, has been absolutely raving about him since day one. When Xavi gave Yamal his debut in April 2023, making him the youngest player to ever play for Barcelona at just 15 years old, Xavi said, "I've been coaching for a few years now, and I've worked with some incredible talents. But Lamine, he's on another level. He's got the technical ability of a player who's been playing for 10 years, but he's only 15. It's scary how good he is."
Pau Cubarsí did an amazing game. Lamine made the difference today. Marc Guiu played so well for the team.
And Xavi didn't stop there. Throughout the 2023 to 2024 season, as Yamal continued to develop and become a regular starter for Barcelona, Xavi kept praising him. In one press conference, Xavi said, "Lamine has the potential to be better than anyone I've ever played with. And I played with Messi, Iniesta, Ronaldinho, some of the greatest players of all time. But Lamine has something special. He's fearless, he's creative, and he's got a football brain that you can't teach. He's going to be the best player in the world one day." Better than Messi? Better than Iniesta? Better than Ronaldinho? That's what Xavi is saying. And Xavi knows Barcelona. He knows La Masia. And he knows what it takes to be a world-class player. So when he says Yamal is going to be the best, you have to take it seriously. But it's not just Barcelona legends who are hyping up Yamal. Players from all over the world, from different generations, from different leagues, are all saying the same thing. Thierry Henry, the Arsenal and France legend, was working as a pundit during Euro 2024, and he was absolutely blown away by Yamal's performances. After Spain's semi-final win against France, where Yamal scored an absolute screamer from outside the box to equalize, Henry said on live television, "I've been watching football for 40 years, and I've never seen a 16-year-old play like that. Never. The composure, the technique, the decision-making, it's unbelievable. This kid is going to win multiple Ballon d'Ors. Mark my words."
Like when they won the game with Spain against France at the Euro, it's 2-1, ball comes, he has a 1v1 with Hernandez. At that particular moment, if he goes and plays 1v1 and he goes on the counter, no one would have said anything. To have that at 17, normally at 17, you don't tell your team to calm down. They tell you, okay, hey, keep it. No, and that's where I'm like, okay, this kid is a bit too...
And Henry wasn't exaggerating. That goal against France? It was one of the best goals of the entire tournament. Yamal picked up the ball on the right wing, cut inside onto his left foot, and curled it into the top corner from 25 yards out. The goalkeeper didn't even move. It was unstoppable. And he did it in a European Championship semifinal against one of the best teams in the world at just 16 years old. 16. But Henry wasn't done. After the final, where Spain beat England and Yamal was named Young Player of the Tournament, Henry said, "Lamine Yamal is the most exciting talent I've seen since Messi. And I don't say that lightly. He's got everything you need to be a superstar. The skill, the speed, the intelligence, the mentality. He's going to dominate football for the next 15 years. 15 years of dominance." That's what Thierry Henry is predicting. And when you look at Yamal's performances, it's hard to argue with him. But let's talk about what makes Yamal so special. What is it about his game that has all these legends so convinced he's going to be the best? First of all, let's talk about his technical ability. Yamal's close control is absolutely ridiculous. He can dribble past players in the tightest of spaces. He can beat defenders one-on-one with ease, and he's got a left foot that's like a wand. His passing is crisp, his crossing is pinpoint, and his shooting? Well, we saw what he can do against France. He's got the complete package when it comes to technique. But what really sets Yamal apart is his football intelligence. He doesn't just rely on his skill and speed, he thinks about the game. He knows when to dribble, when to pass, when to shoot. He makes the right decision almost every single time, and that's incredibly rare for a player his age. Most teenagers are impulsive, they try to do too much, they make mistakes. But Yamal, he plays like a veteran. He's calm, composed, and he never panics. And then there's his mentality. This is what really impresses the legends. Yamal isn't intimidated by anyone or anything. He doesn't care if he's playing against the best defenders in the world. He doesn't care if he's playing in a World Cup or a Champions League final. He just goes out there and plays his game. He's fearless, and that's what separates the good players from the great ones. Sergio Busquets, another Barcelona legend who played with Yamal before moving to Inter Miami, said in an interview, "Lamine has the mentality of a champion. He's not afraid of anything. I've seen him go up against some of the best defenders in the world, and he doesn't back down. He wants the ball, he wants to take them on, he wants to make things happen. That's the mentality you need to be the best." And Busquets is right. Yamal's confidence is off the charts. In his first season with Barcelona's first team, he was playing alongside players like Robert Lewandowski, Rafinha, and João Felix, all established stars. But Yamal wasn't intimidated. He demanded the ball, he took risks, and he made things happen. And the crazy thing is, he was only 15 and 16 years old at the time. Now, let's talk about his performances, because it's one thing for legends to hype up a young player, but it's another thing for that player to actually deliver on the pitch. And Yamal, he's been delivering since day one. In the 2023 to 2024 season, Yamal made 37 appearances for Barcelona in La Liga, scoring 5 goals and providing 7 assists. Now, those numbers might not sound incredible, but remember, he was only 16 years old for most of the season. He was playing against grown men, against some of the best defenders in the world, and he was holding his own. In fact, he was doing more than holding his own. He was one of Barcelona's best players. But it was at Euro 2024 where Yamal really announced himself to the world. Spain went into the tournament as one of the favorites, and Yamal was a key part of their squad. He started every single game, and he was absolutely sensational. He scored 1 goal and provided 4 assists, and he was named Young Player of the Tournament. At just 16 years old, he was one of the best players at the entire Euros. And that goal against France, that was the moment where everyone realized just how special Yamal is. It wasn't just a great goal, it was a statement. It was Yamal saying, "I'm here, I'm ready, and I'm going to be the best." And the football world took notice. All right, before we get into what the future holds for Yamal, I need you to do something for me. If you're enjoying this video and you want to see more deep dives into the best players and biggest stories in football, smash that like button and subscribe to Soccer Chronicles. Seriously, it helps us out massively, and it lets us know that you want more content like this. Also, drop a comment below and let me know. Do you think Lamine Yamal will win the Ballon d'Or? And if so, when? I want to hear your predictions. All right, let's get back to it. So, Euro 2024 was a turning point for Yamal. He went from being a promising teenager to being one of the most talked about players in world football, and the 2024 to 2025 season has only confirmed what everyone already knew. This kid is the real deal. As of October 2025, Yamal has been absolutely on fire for Barcelona. He's scored 8 goals and provided 11 assists in all competitions, and he's been one of the best players in La Liga. Barcelona are top of the table, and a huge part of that is down to Yamal's performances. He's not just a talented youngster anymore, he's a genuine superstar. And the Champions League, Yamal has been tearing it up. He's scored 3 goals in the competition so far, including a stunning solo goal against Bayern Munich where he dribbled past 4 defenders and slotted it past Manuel Neuer. It was a goal that had people comparing him to Messi, and honestly, the comparison is fair. Yamal is playing at a level that we haven't seen from a teenager since Messi himself. But it's not just his performances that have people convinced he's going to win the Ballon d'Or. It's the trajectory he's on. Yamal is improving every single season, every single month, every single game. He's learning, he's adapting, and he's getting better. And if he keeps improving at this rate, there's no limit to what he can achieve. Andres Iniesta, another Barcelona legend, said in a recent interview, "Lamine is on the same path that Messi was on at his age. Maybe even ahead of it. If he stays healthy, if he stays focused, and if he keeps working hard, he's going to win multiple Ballon d'Ors. I have no doubt about it." Multiple Ballon d'Ors, that's what Iniesta is predicting. And when you look at Yamal's career so far, it's hard to disagree. He's already achieved more at 17 than most players achieve in their entire careers. He's won a European Championship, he's played in the Champions League, he's scored against some of the best teams in the world, and he's done it all with a maturity and composure that's way beyond his years. But let's talk about the competition, because if Yamal is going to win the Ballon d'Or, he's going to have to beat some incredible players. Right now, the best players in the world are guys like Erling Haaland, Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., and Jude Bellingham. These are players who are in their prime, who are scoring goals for fun, and who are winning trophies left, right, and center. But here's the thing, Yamal has time on his side. Haaland is 25, Mbappe is 26, Vinicius is 25, and Bellingham is 22. They're all incredible players, and they're all going to win Ballon d'Ors in the next few years. But Yamal is only 17. He's got his whole career ahead of him. And by the time those players start to decline, Yamal will be entering his prime. Karim Benzema, who won the Ballon d'Or in 2022, was asked about Yamal in an interview, and he said, "Lamine is going to be the best player in the world in a few years. Right now, you have Haaland, Mbappe, Vinicius. They're all incredible. But Lamine is different. He's got something that you can't teach. He's got magic, and when he hits his prime, nobody is going to be able to stop him." Magic. That's the word that keeps coming up when people talk about Yamal. He's got that X factor, that ability to do things that other players can't. He can create something out of nothing. He can change a game in an instant, and he can make the impossible look easy. And that's what makes him so special. But it's not just about individual talent. If Yamal is going to win the Ballon d'Or, he's going to need to win trophies. Big trophies, Champions Leagues, La Ligas, maybe even a World Cup. And the good news for Yamal is that he's at the perfect club to do that. Barcelona are rebuilding, they've got a young and talented squad, and Yamal is at the heart of it all. Pedri and Xavi, 2 of Yamal's teammates at Barcelona, have both spoken about how special it is to play alongside him. Pedri said in an interview, "Playing with Lamine is a dream. He makes everything look so easy. He's always in the right position, he always makes the right decision, and he's always creating chances. He's going to be the best player in the world, and I'm just happy I get to play with him." And Xavi echoed those sentiments, saying, "Lamine is on another level. I've played with some incredible players, but he's different. He's got that spark, that creativity, that ability to change a game. He's going to win everything there is to win in football." Barcelona's current manager, Hansi Flick, who took over in the summer of 2024, has also been full of praise for Yamal. Flick, who won the Champions League with Bayern Munich, knows what it takes to manage world-class players, and he's convinced that Yamal is going to be one of the best. In a recent press conference, Flick said, "Lamine is the most talented player I've ever coached, and I've coached some incredible players, Lewandowski, Müller, Neuer. But Lamine is special. He's got the potential to be better than all of them. He's going to win the Ballon d'Or, and he's going to win it multiple times." So, when is Yamal going to win his first Ballon d'Or? Well, that's the big question. Right now, he's still only 17, and he's competing against players who are in their prime. But if Barcelona have a great season, if they win La Liga and the Champions League, and if Yamal continues to perform at the level he's been performing at, then there's no reason why he couldn't be in contention for the 2026 Ballon d'Or. And if not 2026, then definitely 2027 or 2028. By that point, Yamal will be 19 or 20 years old. He'll be entering his prime, and he'll have had a few more years of experience at the highest level. And if he's still improving at the rate he's improving now, then he's going to be unstoppable.
Lamine Yamal looking to test man Garcia straight away.
Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the greatest players of all time and a 5-time Ballon d'Or winner, was asked about Yamal in an interview earlier this year. And Ronaldo, who's not known for handing out compliments to young players, said, "Lamine Yamal is the future of football. He's got everything. The talent, the mentality, the work ethic. If he stays humble and keeps working hard, he's going to win multiple Ballon d'Ors. He reminds me of myself at that age, but he's even more talented." Coming from Ronaldo, that's massive. Ronaldo is one of the most competitive people on the planet, and for him to say that Yamal is more talented than he was at that age, that's the ultimate compliment. And it shows just how highly Ronaldo rates Yamal. But it's not just about winning the Ballon d'Or. It's about what Yamal represents for the future of football. He's a player who's exciting, who's creative, who plays with flair and freedom. In an era where football is becoming more and more tactical, more and more structured, Yamal is a breath of fresh air. He's a reminder of why we all fell in love with football in the first place. Ronaldinho, one of the most entertaining players of all time, said in an interview, "Lamine Yamal plays football the way it's supposed to be played, with joy, with creativity, with passion. He's not afraid to try things. He's not afraid to take risks. He's going to bring the magic back to football, and he's going to inspire a whole new generation of players." And Ronaldinho is right. Yamal is already inspiring millions of kids around the world. Kids who watch him play and think, "I want to be like him." Kids who pick up a football and try to replicate his skills, his dribbles, his goals. Yamal is more than just a footballer. He's a role model. He's an icon. And he's going to shape the future of the sport. So, to sum it all up, why do football legends believe Lamine Yamal is destined for the Ballon d'Or? Because he's got everything. The talent, the intelligence, the mentality, the work ethic. He's performing at the highest level at just 17 years old, and he's only going to get better. He's got the backing of some of the greatest players to ever play the game, and he's got the platform to achieve greatness at Barcelona. Messi, Xavi, Iniesta, Henry, Ronaldo, Benzema, Ronaldinho, they've all said the same thing. Lamine Yamal is going to be the best player in the world. He's going to win multiple Ballon d'Ors. He's going to dominate football for the next decade. And honestly, I believe them, because everything we've seen from Yamal so far suggests that he's the real deal. He's not just another wonderkid who's going to fade away. He's a generational talent, and he's going to change football. So, if you enjoyed this deep dive into why Lamine Yamal is destined for greatness, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload from Soccer Chronicles. Drop a comment below and let me know. When do you think Yamal will win his first Ballon d'Or? 2026, 2027, 2028? I want to hear your predictions. And if you want to see more videos about the best players, the biggest stories, and the greatest moments in football, check out the video on screen right now. Trust me, you're going to love it. All right, that's it from me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.